Have you ever said something out loud? And then, days later, it happened, almost like reality was listening. What if I told you that it actually was? That every word you speak sends a vibration into the quantum field, a field that doesn't need you to repeat yourself, because the very first time you say it with certainty, it's already done. This is not just belief, it's physics. It's energy responding to authority. The moment your mind, heart, and words align, creation begins moving toward you. You don't chase, you don't beg, you declare. So tonight, don't whisper your dreams like wishes. Speak them as commands, because the universe doesn't respond to hope, it responds to certainty. And when you say, "It is done," the quantum field already heard you. 1. The power of the spoken frequency. In the world of quantum physics, nothing is truly solid. Everything is energy vibrating at different frequencies. Your body, your thoughts, your emotions, and yes, even your words, all of them are forms of energy. When you speak, you are not just releasing sound into the air. You are releasing a frequency that interacts with the energetic fabric of existence. Every syllable, every tone, every vibration carries information, a message that travels into what scientists call the quantum field and what ancient mystics have long called the divine fabric of creation. Think of your words like tuning forks. When you strike one tuning fork near another, the second begins to vibrate at the same frequency. The same thing happens when you speak. Your words resonate through the invisible energy field that surrounds and connects all things. When that vibration aligns with your inner belief and emotional state, it creates resonance, a perfect match between your inner world and the quantum field. That's when creation happens. This is why your words are so powerful. They are not empty. They are commands to reality. When you speak with conviction, when your emotions, thoughts, and energy are aligned behind your words, you send out a pure frequency that instructs the universe to reorganize itself according to your intent. It's not magic, it's physics and consciousness working together. The quantum field responds not to what you merely say, but to the feeling and certainty behind your words. Ancient wisdom and modern science meet here. The ancients understood that the entire universe was born from sound, from the word that initiated creation. Spiritual traditions call it, "Let there be light," or "Be, and it is." Scientists describe it as the moment when vibration created matter. In both views, the essence is the same. Sound and intention give birth to form. Your spoken word is an echo of that same creative process. When you say, "It is done," with total certainty, something profound happens. You collapse the wave of infinite possibilities into a single, defined outcome, the one that matches your vibration. The quantum field no longer sees your desire as potential, it reads it as a command already fulfilled. The moment your inner energy and your words merge in perfect harmony, the field begins rearranging particles, circumstances, and timelines to reflect your declaration. But here's the key. It's not the words alone that create change. It's the belief, the emotion, and the unwavering energy behind them. If you speak words of faith but feel doubt inside, the frequencies clash, and the signal sent to the field becomes distorted. But when your declaration flows from pure knowing, when you feel the truth of your words in your bones, the field instantly registers it as reality. So when you speak, speak consciously. Every "I am," every "I will," every "it is done" carries the power to shape the probabilities of your life. Speak not from fear, but from faith. Speak not from lack, but from knowing. The universe is not waiting for you to prove yourself. It's waiting for your vibration to match your words. And the moment they align, the invisible becomes visible, and what was once only a thought begins to take form. 2. Why the quantum field responds instantly. Imagine the quantum field as an ocean of invisible waves, infinite possibilities flowing beneath everything you see. Every person, every thought, every word sends ripples through that ocean. The field doesn't judge or analyze your requests. It simply mirrors the vibration you give it. This is why, in the language of energy, the universe doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to who you are while asking. When your thoughts, emotions, and spoken words are scattered, your energy becomes chaotic, like static noise. The quantum field receives mixed signals and reflects confusion back to you in the form of delay, resistance, or uncertainty. But when your energy is coherent, when your inner belief, emotional frequency, and spoken declaration are all aligned, you create a powerful resonance that the field immediately recognizes. This resonance is what physicists describe as coherent frequency emission, a state in which your inner vibration and the external field vibrate in harmony, producing instantaneous synchronization. It's not about forcing the universe to obey your will, it's about matching it. The quantum field operates on laws of frequency, not force. When your energy becomes still, confident, and clear, you don't have to chase outcomes. They begin to gravitate toward you. You've probably noticed this before. When you truly believe something is yours, you stop worrying, and somehow things start to fall into place effortlessly. That's not luck, it's quantum alignment. Most people repeat affirmations endlessly, thinking repetition creates power. But true creation doesn't come from repetition, it comes from conviction. The reason one powerful declaration works better than 1,000 weak ones is because the field only responds to coherent certainty. When you know something is already done, the vibration of doubt disappears, and the quantum field, like a mirror, reflects that state instantly. Think of a radio tuner. When you perfectly match the frequency of a radio station, the sound comes through clearly. But if your dial is slightly off, you only get static. Your emotions are that dial. Your belief is the frequency. Your words are the broadcast. When these three align, the field delivers exactly what you're tuned to, instantly and without effort. That's why saying, "It is done," with absolute knowing is enough. The moment you release your words with unwavering belief, you create a clear, uninterrupted transmission. You've told the field what frequency to lock onto, and it obeys, because it must. Energy cannot deny resonance. The field doesn't wait for you to repeat it 10 more times. It begins to rearrange circumstances, people, and probabilities the very moment coherence is achieved. So the next time you declare something, don't whisper it with doubt or shout it with fear. Say it once, calmly, as if you're announcing something that's already true. Feel it echo through your chest, not your mind. The quantum field doesn't understand desperation, it understands certainty. And when your inner world emits that certainty, the outer world responds. Not tomorrow, not next month, but the moment your vibration becomes one with your words. 3. The ancient law hidden in be and it is. Long before quantum physics tried to explain the mysteries of creation, ancient wisdom had already revealed its secret through a simple phrase, be and it is. This timeless declaration, found in the Quran and echoed in countless spiritual traditions, captures the essence of manifestation, the bridge between intention and existence. It means that when the divine speaks, reality obeys instantly. The command doesn't travel through time or wait for approval, it simply becomes. And within you, that same creative essence exists, a spark of the divine power that can shape the unseen into the seen. When Allah said be, He was not merely uttering a word, He was initiating vibration. That vibration gave birth to the galaxies, the atoms, and the energy waves that sustain all creation. In modern terms, this is what scientists describe as the quantum field responding to a coherent frequency. The divine speech is a perfect, unwavering vibration of will, and creation unfolds from it effortlessly. The same principle applies to you because you were made in alignment with that creative source. When you declare, "It is done," with absolute conviction, you are mirroring that divine act of creation. You are not claiming to be God. You are using the power He placed within you to command the energy He designed to respond to your consciousness. This is the ancient law, the law of divine resonance. Whatever matches your inner state, the universe must reflect. The spiritual masters understood this centuries ago. They knew that creation doesn't come from begging or hoping. It comes from alignment. The word be is not a wish. It's a decree spoken from full belief. The moment it's spoken, creation rearranges itself to honor that vibration. When you too speak from the energy of knowing, you activate the same pattern of creation within your own field. In the teachings of Ibn Arabi, existence is a continuous act of divine self-expression. Every moment, reality is renewed through the command, be. The universe, therefore, is not something that was created once long ago. It's being created right now, in every instant, in response to ongoing vibration. The same living intelligence that sustains the stars listens to the vibration of your soul. Your words, especially those charged with faith, are like keys that open specific pathways within that field. The phrase, be and it is, reveals that the delay between thought and manifestation is not a law of time, but a reflection of our inner disconnection. The divine command is instantaneous because it is unopposed, pure intention with no resistance. When we speak with divided hearts, saying one thing but believing another, the frequency is weakened and the field remains uncertain. But when your inner world aligns completely with your spoken word, when there is no doubt, fear, or contradiction within you, the same principle unfolds. What you command simply is. The greatest prophets and sages understood this. They didn't hope for miracles, they spoke them. They knew that words, when spoken from divine certainty, carried the vibration of creation itself. They weren't negotiating with the universe, they were communicating with it, as part of it. The difference between prayer that moves mountains and one that fades into silence is the presence of absolute faith. The moment you reach that level of inner alignment, your words stop being requests and become instructions written directly into the code of reality. So when you say it is done, do not speak from the voice of a beggar asking to be heard. Speak from the authority of a soul connected to its source. Know that every particle of existence recognizes the energy of conviction because that's the energy from which it was born. You are not speaking into emptiness. You are speaking into the same quantum field that once carried the voice that said, be. And when your voice harmonizes with that vibration, steady, calm, and full of faith, creation responds, just as it always has, instantly, faithfully, perfectly. 4. The reason most declarations don't work. Many people speak affirmations, prayers, and desires every day, yet their lives remain unchanged. They say the words, but nothing moves. They visualize their goals, but no real transformation occurs. Why? Because the universe does not respond to words alone. It responds to frequency. And most people's words and emotions are not in harmony. They send one message with their lips and another with their energy. The result? The signal gets cancelled before it ever reaches the field. Imagine two radio stations broadcasting on different frequencies, one playing classical music, the other playing static noise. If both signals collide, you hear distortion. The same happens when you declare one thing but feel another. You say, I am abundant, but inside you feel fear about money. You say, I am healed, but deep within you carry the vibration of worry and disbelief. The quantum field does not decode words, it decodes energy patterns. It reads the emotion beneath the statement, not the statement itself. When your inner vibration doesn't match your declaration, you create resistance. It's like pressing the accelerator and brake at the same time. Your energy goes nowhere. The law of resonance states that only frequencies of similar vibration can attract and merge. So when your spoken word and inner energy are misaligned, you are literally canceling your own creation. This is the hidden reason most declarations don't manifest. People are trying to speak light while vibrating fear. Think of your heart and mind as two musicians. When they play in harmony, they create beautiful music, a vibration that moves the universe. But when they play different notes, the result is noise. The quantum field hears that noise and mirrors it back as chaos, delay, or stagnation. So if your words are powerful but your heart is filled with doubt, the field can't organize your reality because it's receiving mixed instructions. Another reason declarations fail is emotional repetition without energetic clarity. People repeat mantras hundreds of times, thinking repetition equals faith. But in truth, repetition without belief only reinforces lack. The more you say, "I will have this," the more you affirm that you don't yet have it. The field mirrors that state of lack, keeping your desire perpetually out of reach. Powerful creators speak once, from alignment, and then allow the vibration to flow. The powerless repeat endlessly, trying to convince themselves, and in doing so, they keep signaling uncertainty. True creation requires emotional coherence. That means your thoughts, words, emotions, and body language must all emit the same signal. When you say, "It is done," your heart must feel peace, not need. Your mind must see the outcome, not question it. Your body must relax, not tense. This unity of consciousness creates a clean frequency, one that the quantum field instantly understands. Here's a simple way to test whether your declarations are aligned. After you speak them, notice how you feel. Do you feel expansion, a sense of calm, certainty, warmth, and gratitude? Or do you feel contraction, tension, impatience, and worry? The first is faith, the second is resistance, and the field always responds to the dominant signal. So if you speak light but feel fear, the fear is what echoes into reality. The greatest teachers, from mystics to quantum scientists, have always emphasized this truth in different languages. The mystic says, "As within, so without." The scientist says, "The observer affects the observed." Both mean the same thing. Your inner world writes the script, your outer world must follow. The words you speak are like brushstrokes, but the emotion behind them is the color that gives them life. Without color, there's no art. Without belief, there's no creation. So before you declare anything, align yourself, breathe, center your energy, feel gratitude as if your desire is already here. Then speak your intention once, not from wanting, but from knowing. Your tone should not sound desperate or uncertain, but calm and final, as if you're describing something that's already true. This is how the quantum field recognizes your command as a completed vibration. When you speak from lack, your words vibrate with need, and the field mirrors more need. When you speak from wholeness, your words vibrate with completion, and the field mirrors fulfillment. The difference between the two is invisible to the eye, but unmistakable to the universe. So remember, the reason most declarations don't work isn't because the universe ignores you. It's because you haven't yet learned to speak its language. The universe doesn't understand pleading. It understands certainty. It doesn't move for repetition. It moves for alignment. And the moment your inner energy and your outer word merge into one coherent frequency, the field hears you and creation begins. 5. Speak once, then let go. There is a hidden law that governs manifestation, and it's one most people overlook. Once you declare something with full belief, you must release it completely. The act of letting go is not a sign of doubt. It is the ultimate expression of faith. The moment you speak your truth into the quantum field, the universe receives it instantly. You don't need to repeat it, chase it, or worry about when it will happen. Your words, backed by aligned energy, have already been recorded as a vibrational command in the fabric of reality. Imagine planting a seed in the ground. Once you bury it beneath the soil, you don't dig it up every day to check if it's growing. You water it, trust the process, and allow time to unfold naturally. The soil doesn't forget your seed. It knows what to do with it. The quantum field works in the exact same way. When you declare, "It is done," you've planted your command in the infinite soil of creation. But if you keep questioning, doubting, or speaking against it, you're essentially digging the seed up every time, not allowing it to take root. Most people don't realize that constant asking or repeated affirmations can sometimes signal disbelief. When you keep asking for something, you're sending the vibration of not having it. The universe reads that signal and mirrors it right back to you. absence, lack, and waiting. True creators speak once, clearly, calmly, with conviction, and then they let go. They understand that the quantum field already heard them the first time. They no longer vibrate in asking mode, they shift into receiving mode. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting your intention. It means releasing attachment to the how and when. The moment you attach to time, you introduce resistance. You begin to emit impatience, worry, and control, and these lower vibrations interfere with the clarity of your command. The field can only deliver to an open receiver. When you hold on too tightly, you block the flow of energy that's trying to reach you. The great mystics called this the paradox of surrender. When you stop trying to control the outcome, you create space for divine intelligence to orchestrate it far better than you could imagine. You might think you know the best path, but the quantum field, being infinite, sees every path, every possibility, every timing that serves your growth. When you let go, you allow the most aligned version of your desire to manifest effortlessly. Think of this like sending a message through a perfect communication system. Once you've sent it, you don't keep resending it every minute, because doing so would jam the system. You simply trust it has been received and allow the reply to come in its own timing. The same principle applies to your words. When you say, "It is done," you've sent a vibration through the most advanced system in existence, the quantum field, which connects every particle in creation. Every word spoken with faith travels instantly through that network, and reality begins adjusting itself around that signal. But letting go doesn't mean doing nothing. It means becoming the version of yourself who already has what you asked for. When you release attachment, you make space to act naturally in alignment with your desire. You begin to notice signs, opportunities, and intuitive nudges that guide you toward your outcome. You might meet the right person, stumble upon the perfect idea, or feel a sudden impulse to take action, all because your energy is now clear enough for the universe to communicate through it. When you cling, you close yourself off from these subtle signals. Fear makes you deaf to divine timing, but when you trust, when you truly let go, you become magnetic. Everything begins to move toward you, instead of you chasing it. This is the quiet power of detachment. Your calm belief becomes a gravitational force that draws the reality you spoke of directly into your path. Even in quantum mechanics, this truth is echoed in the observer effect. The more you observe or measure a system, the more you interfere with its natural evolution. The act of constant observation collapses and disturbs the potential outcomes. But when you step back, when you release control, the system resolves itself in harmony. The field doesn't need your pressure, it needs your permission to flow. The same applies to manifestation. The instant you say, "It is done," the outcome begins forming in the unseen realm. It's like a photograph developing in a dark room. If you turn on the light too soon, if you keep checking and doubting, you ruin the process. But if you wait patiently and trust, the image appears in perfect clarity. This is why faith feels peaceful, not anxious. When you know it's done, you don't need to talk about it, post about it, or worry about it. You simply live as though it's already true. You let your energy carry the certainty your words began. You move in quiet confidence, and that calm frequency becomes a beacon for everything that belongs to you. So speak once, then let go. Don't chase the vibration, become it. Don't repeat the command, embody it. The quantum field is intelligent, precise, and responsive. The moment you've spoken with full conviction, your request was transmitted faster than light. Now, it's your turn to step aside, allow the current to flow, and trust that the same force that spins galaxies is already aligning your world to match your word. Letting go is not weakness, it's mastery. It's the proof that you truly understand how creation works. When you no longer need to force the universe, it means you've finally remembered that you are part of it. The command has been given, the field has heard. Now, your only task is to become still enough to receive. 6. The science behind faith. Faith is not blind belief. It is a form of advanced consciousness. a direct communication between your inner certainty and the fabric of the universe. When we talk about faith in spiritual terms, most people think of hope, trust, or religious devotion. But in the realm of quantum physics, faith is something measurable. It is the coherence between thought, emotion, and energy, the invisible signal that tells the universe, this is real. Faith is not asking, it is observing as if it's already done. And the act of observation, as modern science has discovered, is what transforms potential into reality. In quantum mechanics, this is known as the observer effect. Subatomic particles do not exist in any fixed position until they are observed. They exist in a wave of infinite possibilities, everywhere and nowhere at the same time. But the moment consciousness observes them, the wave collapses into one specific outcome. That single act of focused awareness turns potential into form. This means your reality is not happening to you. It is responding to you. The way you observe your life, the way you believe, and the way you feel are constantly shaping what the field delivers to you next. Faith, then, is not superstition. It is the conscious art of observation. When you have faith, you are holding a clear image in your mind and feeling it in your heart as if it already exists. You are collapsing the wave of uncertainty into the reality of your desire. You are telling the field, this is the frequency I choose to exist in. That is why people of great faith appear to move through life with an almost supernatural flow. Doors open for them, opportunities find them, healing occurs, and paths unfold without struggle. They're not lucky, they're aligned. Their faith has tuned their consciousness to a specific reality, and the universe simply mirrors that vibration. When you look at the lives of mystics, prophets, or visionaries, they all demonstrate the same principle. They see the unseen, speak as if it already exists, and act from the vibration of completion. Their faith is not built on waiting for proof. It creates the proof. This is the deeper truth hidden behind every miracle. Reality bends to the frequency of belief. The stronger the coherence between your inner vision and your emotion, the faster the quantum field organizes itself to match it. Most people misunderstand faith because they confuse it with hoping. Hope says, I wish it happens. Faith says, it already has. Hope vibrates with longing, a frequency that signals lack. Faith vibrates with certainty, a frequency that signals presence. The quantum field only understands presence. It cannot deliver to you what you want. It can only deliver to you what you are. When you embody the energy of your desired reality, when you feel it as if it's already true, you shift your frequency and reality adjusts to maintain coherence. Science has begun to explore this through studies of heart coherence and electromagnetic fields. Researchers have found that the human heart produces an electromagnetic signal that extends several feet beyond the body. When emotions such as gratitude, love, and peace dominate, this field becomes coherent, smooth, rhythmic, and powerful. In moments of fear or stress, it becomes chaotic and disordered. The quantum field responds directly to coherence. When your heart and mind are aligned, your signal becomes strong enough to influence the energetic environment around you. In simple words, your inner peace reorganizes outer chaos. Faith, therefore, is not about convincing yourself through mental repetition. It is about reaching a vibrational alignment so strong that no contradiction remains inside you. You can't fake this. The universe doesn't listen to words. It listens to consistency of vibration. You can pray, affirm, or declare 1,000 times, but if you secretly doubt, your frequency remains mixed. True faith eliminates all internal conflict. It is a deep, quiet knowing that what you've asked for already exists, and your only job now is to align with it. When you have this kind of faith, your nervous system relaxes. You stop chasing, worrying, or forcing things to happen. Instead, your energy becomes magnetic. People sense it. Situations respond to it. This is not magic, it's resonance. Everything in creation is frequency interacting with frequency, and the one that vibrates with the greatest coherence always becomes the dominant signal. That's why miracles seem to happen to people who live in gratitude and certainty. Their vibration is steady enough to override the noise of fear that dominates the collective consciousness. You've probably experienced this yourself, even in small ways. Think of moments when you knew something would happen, not hoped, but knew. Maybe you thought of a person, and they called you within minutes, or you had a feeling something was about to shift in your life, and it did. That is faith at work, your consciousness collapsing the wave of potential into a precise, real event. You didn't force it, you simply tuned into the version of reality that already existed and allowed it to reveal itself. The beauty of faith is that it doesn't require proof, yet it creates proof everywhere it goes. When you look at life through the lens of certainty, you begin to see evidence of your belief reflected back in every detail. Coincidences multiply, synchronicities appear, people and opportunities align perfectly, as if the universe is conspiring to confirm your inner knowing. That's because it is. The field always mirrors your dominant state of consciousness. Faith is not passive. It's not about sitting still and waiting for blessings to fall from the sky. It's about moving through the world as though your command has already been fulfilled. You walk, speak, and act from the vibration of "it is done." This behavior tells the field that you are no longer a seeker, but a receiver. Every action you take from that state becomes magnetic, pulling resources and outcomes into your orbit with precision. To live in faith is to live in harmony with the laws of the universe. It is to realize that reality is not solid, it's fluid, waiting for you to shape it through awareness. The greater your inner coherence, the faster matter reorganizes around your belief. Faith is the science of certainty, the bridge between the invisible and the visible, the thought and the thing, the word and the world. So when you speak your desire and release it into the quantum field, hold your faith not as a desperate wish, but as a calm knowing. Feel it already done, see it already yours, walk in that reality. Because in truth, the universe doesn't make you wait. It simply waits for your vibration to match what you asked for. And when faith and frequency finally align, the field has no choice but to echo back your command, perfectly, precisely, and in divine timing. 7. How to declare with power. When you speak your desires, the universe doesn't just hear the words, it feels the energy behind them. Every declaration you make is like striking a note on the instrument of creation. If the sound is weak, uncertain, or distorted, the field echoes back confusion. But when your tone is steady, clear, and filled with conviction, that single note reverberates through the quantum field, commanding reality to shift. To declare with power means to speak from the deepest core of belief, where no doubt exists, only knowing. Most people make declarations like they're testing if they work. They speak hesitantly, watching to see if something happens. But true power doesn't test. It knows. When you say "it is done," you must say it as though it has always been true, as though the timeline where your desire already exists has merged with this one. Your tone must carry the stillness of certainty, not the tremor of hope. The energy behind your words must feel complete, as if nothing more needs to be said. To reach this state, preparation is key. Before you declare anything, you must align your inner world. Sit in silence for a moment and breathe until your thoughts slow down. Feel the energy in your chest and calm your body. When the mind is racing, your energy is scattered, and scattered energy cannot transmit a coherent signal. You must first return to stillness, that sacred state where belief and peace coexist. From there, your words will carry authority because they come from a frequency free of resistance. Then, visualize your desire vividly. Don't see it as something far away. See it as already here. Feel the reality of it. Feel the texture of that new life, the emotion of already having it, the relief, the joy, the gratitude. Allow that vibration to fill your entire being until it feels undeniable. When your body and mind both agree that it's already real, that's when you speak. The declaration is simply the exhalation of that certainty. It's not the words that create, it's the energy you've cultivated behind them. Speak once. Don't shout. Don't plead. Whisper if you must, but let that whisper carry the weight of the infinite. Let your tone sound like a command written into the laws of the universe, not a wish tossed into the wind. You could say something as simple as, "It is done," or "I am now aligned with this reality." The specific words don't matter as much as the vibration of completion that you hold as you speak them. The masters of manifestation, from mystics to martial artists to visionaries, all share this same secret. Their words have weight because their minds are quiet. When Bruce Lee said, "Be water," he wasn't just giving a metaphor, he was describing quantum adaptability, a mind so fluid and certain that it merges with its goal. The ancient sages said, "Speak only once if your heart is pure." They knew the field doesn't respond to volume or repetition, but to resonance. The more aligned your internal energy is with your words, the louder your whisper becomes in the language of the universe. After your declaration, do not waver. The power of your words continues to vibrate long after you've spoken them. The universe doesn't need reminders, it needs receivers. Every time you doubt, you interrupt the signal. So after you've declared, carry yourself as if it's already done. Walk with quiet confidence. Adjust your posture, your tone, your choices, all as if you've stepped into the new reality. Because you have. This is where most people break their own manifestations. They declare once, but then immediately start searching for evidence. They look around and think, "It's not here yet." And that observation of absence sends a new command to the field. Keep it away. You must understand that the moment you speak your reality, it already exists in the unseen. The physical world is slower to catch up, but it always does. Patience, gratitude, and confidence are the signs of one who truly believes. Here's a powerful truth. The universe does not respond to your need. It responds to your certainty. Need vibrates with lack. Certainty vibrates with completion. When you declare with power, you transmit the vibration of completion. The field doesn't question it. It rearranges itself instantly to reflect it. Everything begins to move silently, perfectly behind the scenes. Opportunities appear, coincidences align, energy flows, because the command was clear and your vibration remains consistent. So when you speak, do not speak like someone asking for permission. Speak like someone activating a law that already exists. Speak once, then let the silence seal it. Walk away knowing that unseen hands are already building the bridge between thought and form. Trust that your declaration was received the moment you felt it to be true. Because that's the real secret. The universe isn't testing you, it's mirroring you. It doesn't delay to punish you, it aligns to match you. And when your words come from stillness, certainty, and gratitude, the quantum field responds instantly, faithfully, without error. Speak once, from the vibration of completion, and the universe will move mountains to honor your command. 8. The moment you declare, the universe moves. When you finally speak your declaration with pure certainty, something invisible yet extraordinary begins to unfold. The quantum field, that vast ocean of energy surrounding and permeating everything, immediately starts to reorganize itself to match your new vibration. You might not see it with your eyes right away, but the moment your words leave your lips infused with belief, the shift begins. The particles that form your reality start dancing to a new rhythm, the rhythm of your declaration. This is the sacred moment when thought becomes energy, and energy begins to sculpt matter. Every declaration spoken with full conviction sends a command into the field that cannot be unheard. The field is not passive. It's alive, intelligent, and responsive. It listens to your energy the same way a musician listens to a conductor's signal. The instant you declare, "It is done," the entire universe starts moving in harmony with that signal. People, events, opportunities, and even random coincidences begin to shift behind the scenes, aligning with the vibration you've just emitted. This is why silence after declaration is so powerful. Once you've spoken your truth into the universe, your job is not to push or chase, but to observe, to allow. Your declaration is like pressing send on a universal transmission. The moment you release it, the system starts processing it faster than you could ever comprehend. Doubt, impatience, or fear are like interrupting that transmission mid-process. They scramble the signal and slow down the manifestation. Faith, gratitude, and calm acceptance, on the other hand, keep the signal clear and uninterrupted until it reaches you in physical form. From the perspective of quantum mechanics, your declaration collapses infinite waves of potential into one distinct outcome, the one that matches your frequency of belief. Before you spoke, there were countless versions of reality where your desire existed and didn't exist simultaneously. But your declaration, spoken from a place of coherence, chose the version of reality where it is done. That version becomes your new timeline. Everything that happens after is the unfolding of that choice into visible experience. You may not notice immediate evidence because the material world operates at a slower frequency than the energetic one. But rest assured, once the declaration has been made with total certainty, the outcome is inevitable. It's like lighting a fuse. The explosion is guaranteed. It's only a matter of time before you hear it. The delay you perceive isn't proof of absence. It's the universe carefully arranging every necessary detail to deliver your command in the most harmonious and perfect way possible. Here's what separates those who manifest effortlessly from those who struggle. The effortless creators understand that the field has already responded the instant they spoke. They don't keep looking for signs. They become the sign. Their energy shifts immediately to match the new reality they've declared. They wake up, walk, breathe, and act as if it's already true. Their vibration is stable, calm, and certain, and that consistency allows the quantum field to continue unfolding their desired reality without interference. This is why it's so important to stay emotionally aligned after your declaration. You can't declare abundance and then vibrate lack. You can't declare peace and then nurture anxiety. You can't declare love and then doubt your worthiness. Every time you contradict your own declaration through thought or feeling, you send a mixed signal that confuses the field. But when you maintain emotional coherence, when your thoughts, feelings, and actions all echo your original declaration, you strengthen the energetic bridge between the unseen and the seen. Consider this truth. You're not waiting for the universe. The universe is waiting for you to stabilize your energy. The field is infinitely ready to deliver, but it requires consistency of vibration to materialize your desire in form. The moment you waver, the field pauses, not as punishment, but because it reflects your current state exactly. This is why alignment is not a one-time event. It's a living practice. You must stay loyal to the version of reality you declared until it becomes undeniable. You can feel this movement happening even before physical results appear. Synchronicities begin to multiply. Numbers, words, conversations, songs, and signs that seem perfectly timed. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations that the quantum field is in motion, adjusting the flow of reality in your favor. You may suddenly meet the right person, get a random opportunity, or experience what seems like luck, but it's not luck. It's the echo of your declaration finding its way back to you through the natural pathways of reality. Every great transformation begins this way, not with endless repetition, but with one powerful statement of knowing. When inventors, leaders, and spiritual masters changed the world, they didn't wait for proof before believing. They declared it. They spoke their truth before anyone else could see it, and because they believed fully, the world eventually reflected it. The universe always honors those who speak from inner authority because their vibration carries the same creative tone that began creation itself. When you speak once, with complete certainty, you merge with the universal intelligence that shapes galaxies and atoms alike. You participate in creation, not as a beggar asking for outcomes, but as a conscious being co-directing reality. The moment your words align with your energy, the quantum field doesn't hesitate. It obeys, not because it's separate from you, but because it is you. The field and the observer are one. Your declaration is the universe recognizing itself through your voice. So the next time you declare your truth, do it as if the entire cosmos is listening, because it is. Speak slowly, clearly, and from the deepest stillness within you. Feel the vibration of those words as they leave your body, knowing they are already alive in the field. Then release them completely. Don't chase the echo, let it return to you naturally. Remember this unshakable truth: the universe doesn't delay, it aligns. The moment you declare, reality begins to bend. The invisible rearranges itself in perfect harmony with the energy you've just sent. The people, the opportunities, the timing, all of it begins to converge toward your declared outcome. You won't need to chase it, because what's truly yours is already on its way. Speak once, with the authority of creation flowing through your breath, and trust that the quantum field, vast, eternal, and precise, heard you the first time. The moment you declared, it began, and nothing in existence can stop what has already been set in motion. In the end, everything returns to one simple truth: your words are commands to the universe, and your belief is the force that makes them real. Every time you speak with conviction, you're not just talking into empty space. You're activating the same creative power that shaped the stars, the same divine intelligence that breathed life into existence. The quantum field, this infinite sea of energy and potential, is listening, not to your voice but to your vibration. When your inner energy and your spoken word become one, creation begins instantly. The field doesn't wait, it doesn't question, and it never forgets. It moves with precision, arranging the people, circumstances, and events that align with the command you've given. This is why the wise speak once, because they know the universe is flawless in its response. They don't repeat, they resonate. They don't beg, they believe. Faith, in its purest form, is not waiting for something to happen. It is knowing that it already has. When you declare something is done, you're not asking for the impossible. You're aligning with a reality that already exists in the realm of infinite potential. The difference between wishing and creating lies in the depth of your certainty. The more coherent your energy, the faster that unseen reality becomes visible in your world. So stop speaking from fear or need. Speak from power. Speak from the vibration of completion. Every word that leaves your lips carries your energetic signature. Make sure it's one of peace, gratitude, and knowing. Once you declare it is done, don't chase it, don't question it, and don't look back. Let go and let the field do what it was designed to do. Respond to the frequency of your truth. Trust the silence that follows your declaration. That silence is not emptiness, it's movement. It's the sound of atoms rearranging, timelines shifting, and destiny taking shape around your command. The quantum field has already begun its work. Your only task is to remain aligned, grateful, and certain. Because once you understand the laws of creation, you realize something profound. You are never speaking to an external universe. You are speaking to your own reflection. The moment you declare it, the mirror of reality shifts to show you who you've become. Speak once, believe fully, release completely. The field already heard you. It is done.